Right, lads. So I'm taking all this to the mechanics today. The engine's been dropped off at the mechanic, and obviously he's needing to make an assessment with all this stuff before we move forward with the engine, and if it's possible to salvage, repair, and service. Alrighty, so hopefully it's good news. Otherwise, it's a bit of a problem. But yeah. I really hope it can be good news with the engine, but in this current state, does look like it's seen better days. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's the kind of risk you take buying a vehicle like I've bought. I knew the risks involved, so now it's kind of like a coin toss. You know what I mean? Is the engine salvageable? Does the parts work? Does it just need a good service? You know, all the parts going to be cleaned professionally and then reassembled. And that's kind of best case scenario. Worst case scenario, the engine's not so salvageable. Then one has to make a plan. You know what I mean? So one has to just hope. One has to buy a old, better engine. And I've been looking at prices. It's not terrible. It's definitely going to cost. But it's not terrible. That's everything. Kind of looks like a mess, but holding thumbs. So I'm going to George. I'm going to be dropping off the wiring looms, the engine parts, the starter motor, the radiator, and all that stuff. Hopefully the mechanic can assess everything, see if everything is compatible, everything is not broken, and by the luck of the gods, the engine is salvageable. They can service it, maybe do some sandblasting, clean the parts, get all the rust off, and then hopefully at some point we can put it back into the van. That's best case scenario. Worst case scenario is, number one, it's going to cost too much. Number two, the engine is maybe been sitting for too long. Third, the computer on the wiring loom. You know, a lot of these engines are like electronic. Maybe the computer's buggered. There's a lot of things that could be wrong. In that case, then I'm going to have to look at either another engine in a better condition where actually everything is working, the wiring's working, the engine's working, and then, you know, possibly spend money on a new engine. I mean, second-hand new engine. But yeah, those are the options. It's out of my hands, it's out of my control. Buying a van in this state, that's the pros and cons. I mean, it's a risk that I knew I was taking, so I'm totally relaxed in whatever happens. I've already thought about the outcomes, so we'll have to see what happens, lads. So either way, I'm pretty chilled. Coin toss, 50-50. Let's see. Alrighty, I'll keep you in touch, lads. So good news. Do that again. Good news. I've dropped off the motor at the mechanic. Sounds like a really good guy, knows what he's doing. The engine is very electronic at the moment. It's a diesel electronic engine. He's like, let's scrap the electronics. First of all, he's going to try and see if the engine runs, just get it running to see if it's mechanically sound. if it's sound and if it's good and it starts and it runs and there's no problems, then he's going to strip all the wiring, get rid of all the chips, get rid of all the electronics, and make it into a basic diesel mechanical motor, which I'm happy with. I don't like these electronics, wiring, sensors. It's a problem. That's where engines just give a lot of problems. So he's wanting to basically downgrade the motor to a mechanical, straightforward diesel engine, which is honestly the best. All these modern motors with sensors and chips and starter, it's a nightmare. So I'm happy to hear that. I think that's a very good idea. So that's there. And he's not gonna, I said to him, there's no rush on the motor, there's no, no deadline. So he's gonna do it when he's got spare time, which is gonna be, I'd say, a couple of months, at least a month or so. And I'll keep you guys in the loop about that. But yeah, happy with the meeting. I wanted to film, but he wasn't really comfortable with that. Obviously, it's his personal choice, which is fine. But it's there now. I've dropped off all the parts, so you might just let me know. But it sounds good. Sounds good. So holding thumbs that eventually the motor can start, and then we downgrade it to a mechanical motor. Let's go, cuz.